Hey everyone, welcome back to part C, and this is just finishing up the resets on the gauges. And as you can see in the end of part B, my UT got misdirected and it didn't hit the resets as much as I wanted, so I had to, you know, re-evaluate and get back on attacking him, because at this low health, you know, a couple of hits from even one hit maybe from a gauger and I'm toast. So, and here I'm just trying to use the windmill shuriken, incendiary shuriken, sorry, as best I can, because a few of these gauges are de-limbed, so I want to try and incendiary shuriken them so they can just, you know, kill them off instantly and get some health for the next wave. So the next wave will be the pillbugs, and obviously I want to try and, you know, save my multiplier for that, get my health out of these, get the multiplier out of the pillbugs, and then obviously I'm, you know, back on track for the dog wave. But I'm not getting my health back, but, you know, my multiplier dies before this wave starts. Now again, with this wave, you always just want to let them spawn, especially if you're in a situation like this. This is a pretty good example of coming into this wave in a very bad state. I've got no Nimpo, I haven't got that much health, and obviously I've got no multiplier at all. So just wait for them all to spawn, and then just, you know, let them all bunch up. Windmill Shuriken can easily hit, you know, 3 or 4 of them at once. So just do that, and then just, as again, be careful you can't win not to let it go above 20 if you're in this kind of situation, because you want to get your multiplier. You want to get, hopefully, if all being well, you know, you want to get a Nimpo orb and get some health back to prepare for the dog wave. And another quick tip for the dogs, if you don't already, always have Inferno Nimpo equipped for the dogs. Every other Nimpo on the dogs is really quite useless. The Windblades Nimpo, obviously you can't de-limb dogs, unfortunately. I'd love to be able to OT dogs, but you know, animal rights people could probably have something to say about that, and that's not relevant anyway. Yeah, the Windblades Nimpo is you know, really bad, and the Void Nimpo, ideally if you could get them to line up would be good, but you know, seeing as that's probably never ever going to happen, just always use the Inferno Nimpo, because you're guaranteed to kill at least 3 of them. And I messed up there, I killed 2 of them at the end, and I wanted to obviously stagger Essence so I could, you know, try and chain more UTs. But you know, just make the best of it. You know, the worst thing you can do against dogs is panic. If you panic and just, you know, move around, like dashing constantly, then, you know, they're going to whittle down your health a lot faster than you think. And there again, the XYYY, like Y move on the floor is really good. That like spinning move on the floor is really good for knocking dogs away from you. It also does really good damage on dogs, because you know, these are definitely the hardest wave in Format A when you get to like the higher rounds. You know, they really are. Like, no wave will pose the threat this does, and no wave will be able to kill you as fast as these can, even on the Master Ninja wave. You know, one suicide bomb attack on pretty much anything other than full health and you're gone. You know, that's your run over. So, you know, you definitely want to know how to fight the dogs if you want to go for, you know, really high scores and surviving a long time in survival. You really need to know how to fight these. And I've got a very high combo here as well, just getting my Karma multiplier up. Wasn't really going for that, you know, specifically, but, you know, if you get in a rhythm, don't disrupt your rhythm of, you know, not getting hit and, you know, keeping the dogs off you. Don't disrupt it on the off chance of getting health orbs. You know, it's always better to just finish them off, keep your multiplier high, and keep the health you've got, rather than trying to play the odds. And obviously with the mech and mage wave, always try and take out the mech first. I'm not really doing a very good job of that. I'm just, you know, taking out the mages like nobody's business. But, you know, if you can do it without getting hit, then obviously do that. And the underworld drop, another underworld drop again there again as well. I really like using that on mages. I think it's a far better alternative to the, a far better move rather, to the Azuna drop. Like there again, like, you know, the backflip at the end, you know, it really gets you some nice distance away from mages. And again, knowing your pattern, always try and get a UT ready for the next wave, especially when it's this one. I picked a pretty bad spot there. I think I was near a pillar, and I just wasn't paying attention. You know, it's hard to kind of think about everything when you're playing survival. Sometimes when you get a mage, you got one mage left, you know, you're in a rhythm, you've had a good run, it's hard to think to yourself, you know, am I near a pillar, you know, what's going to happen? But obviously that's the key in, you know, being really successful in survival, is thinking about everything on the fly. You know, your Karma multiplier, your health, your Nimpo, what enemies you've got left, what enemies you've got to come, what enemies you've got to fight after the ones you've got, you know, you're killing. You know, there's so much to survival. You know, it's such a deep part of NG2, and the main reason why I still play it. In fact, it's the only reason why I still play it. But again, for this wave, again, don't be afraid to spam the Flying Swallow. It's a really good move, especially with the dual swords. It packs a lot of power, and it's got a good beheading probability. So, you know, never be afraid to just spam Flying Swallow if you get in a rough spot. And again, Rotate Y, another good example of it there, really good to use against ninjas, because it's got a good de-limbing ability, and if you de-limb a ninja, or, you know, any enemy twice, you know, you obviously kill them instantly. Now I'm trying to get some health out of these here because I had a pretty solid run of green essence, so I know I haven't really got to worry about my multiplier just yet. And I get another one there as well. You know, I'm really trying to get blue essence out of these guys, but they just keep giving me green essence over and over again, which is annoying. Finally get a blue here, so obviously I want to save this guy till last, so easiest way to do that, just stick him with an incendiary. You'll definitely stagger your essence. And another thing, just to get back to talking about just some survival tips, is a good really thing to do is to practice on like the enemies you're not very comfortable fighting. The key to not getting hit in survival is you know, keeping your offensive, you know, consistent. You can't just do one move and then kind of think of what enemy you're going to attack next. You know, while you're killing an enemy, you should be thinking of what you're going to do next while you're doing that move. Say for example, if you're doing an Izuna drop to a ninja and you've got like a mech around, you know, attacking or something, you shouldn't wait for the Izuna drop to finish and then take out the mage, you know, the mech roller. While you're doing the Izuna drop, you know, have a look around, see what essence you've got, see if you've got any Nimpo, see if any Nimpo orbs have popped up, so you know, if you're on low health, I can just do an on-landing Windblade's Nimpo, delim him, no problem, get my Nimpo back. You know, if you haven't got any essence, obviously you know that you're going to have to play defensive when you come out of the Izuna drop. You can't be offensive in survival, you know, all the time, because if you are, you know, you're just going to die, because all damage is permanent, so you know, there's no chance of it getting replenished and stuff like that. So, you know, always be thinking kind of 2 or 3 steps ahead in what you're going to do. Never be caught out by just relying on one move, and then if that move's not working, you know, you can panic and you can get, you know, off guard, and that's when it goes wrong. And again, for the zombies, Winwa Shuriken is great to use for them. It's so much quicker. There's a bad edit right there, sorry about that. And just cut straight to the UT. The video is actually going to cut off in a few seconds. I don't know why this is happening. I'm going to try and figure this out before I do any more runs, because it's pretty annoying. I've got some stuff to do with my website as well, so the next video might be a while. I've got quite a few requests for the flails, so I'll try and get them done next if I can. I'm not a big fan of using the flails, to be honest. I don't think they're a very good weapon in NG2, which is unfortunate because they were such a good one in NGB. But yeah, I'll definitely try and get the flails done next if you know, enough people want it. So thanks for watching again, and I'll see you in the next video. Not sure when that will be, and have fun and good luck playing. Hope you increase your score. Bye.